All right. Sorry for the last part. I was like a little bit carried away from my stories. I wanted to tell you that pretty quickly. The last for the last for the last about for the last 2 days, I wanted to tell you a story about. Um, we're gonna continue with the tomorrow Kyle, and there she interviewer asks or be asked. So the interviewer asks, "Was there a rivalry?" Oh my god! Oh my goodness! A rivalry? Yes, absolutely, and it was so bittersweet for me because I came out of Southside. You girls may not or may not know, but the Southside was a junior high in its beginning. It was not an elementary school, so there was Northside for part of the kids, and there was Central for another part of the kids. And then Southside, all the Northside kids went to North. All the Northside kids went to North, and the Central kids went to East. And Southside got split. Half of us went to North, and half of us went to East. So all my friends, we all were heartbroken because we basically got split another in half. And I thought there's no way I can have a rivalry with my group buddies. But to answer your question about the atmosphere, there's absolute rivalry, and I think it remains as ferocious that we wanted to be East all at all costs. And athletically, academically, we had to be bigger and better. But I still adored my friends. Was there like a hip kind of like a cool hangout spots where everybody went on the weekends? No, other than the main thing, I remember on Friday nights after a football game or after a basketball game, we would go to the Godfather's Pizza, at which the building since they and then tore down. I believe it's not even standing anymore over where Rickers is in that area. Anyways, it was packed. You could get in there, you couldn't get in there, and the overflow place was Noble Romans. I used to go to Noble Romans sometimes at 46 when there was just one pizza right away. Actually, there were two pizza places at 46, and they were Noble Romans, and there were I usually get four pieces all the time. Every time I have Noble Romans and Marco's Pizza, we sometimes have. It's a basic common. And I don't know if you ever been to Noble Romans. No one goes there anymore. I can't believe this place is still in business. But I believe that one time it was huge. That's where everybody went. Everybody went to Noble Romans Pizza, so a little tidbit. But those are the only places that I remember specifically. All right, let's start with Gabby McLemore. I had to save it for part two of Tomorrow Kyle. So Gabby McLemore, class of 2013. So what is your name? Interviewer asks. Gabby McLemore, and now it's Gabby Brock. What year did you graduate? 2013. So can you name any major historical moments in your high school career? I was just looking throughout my yearbook this morning and I saw Obama re-elected in 2012. That's not what when he got first elected, but I'm gonna skip that one. So what was the school atmosphere like when you were here? Kind of just how I would just assume any high school is. There were different groups that everyone's involved in, and it's kind of clicky, but at the same time, people are involved in multiple things, and I feel like a lot of people had multiple sets of friends. So, what did you enjoy most about your high school career? I loved the journalism program. That's where I found where my passions lied and spent most of my time, and met most of the people that I interacted with in high school. So does that line up with that? What you do now? Yeah. So now I am the communications director for the Indiana Senate Democratic Caucus in Indianapolis. So communications and journalism, they all kind of fit together. So can you describe the rivalry between East or North? Really very present. We had North versus East game days. We were always a really big deal around here. especially in the fall when volleyball, soccer, and football, it was all like in one weekend. I think the rivalry games, so that was always really fun. So I know you kind of touched on this, but what was your favorite class and why? Probably journalism. I can't pick one class I took. I did the magazine, the website, and broadcast. So what out of those three, probably the website that when we moved to doing that all as one. That's when I was an editor of the staff, and we were kind of just feeling our way around and how to move everything online so solely. It focused on having an online presence, so that was really cool. So, who was your favorite teacher and why? Rachel May Carver. She had a lot to do with my success in high school and afterwards. She always cared about her students' personal lives as well, like what was going on at home. She made sure that to take those kind of things into consideration and be a support system for you at school. So that was really cool. And she stayed in touch afterwards and really cares about her students. Well, that's good to hear. Oh, it was 2013. Nice. So, can you describe like going off campus for lunch and like who could or couldn't and what restaurants? Yeah, freshmen weren't allowed to, obviously. If you're a freshman, you should not leave campus. Obviously. Like during my junior year, I see some freshmen out on campus when they're not supposed to be. And you know, like supervisions don't even do their job because they don't even remind students that they have to be in the cafeteria. They don't tell them what grade they're in. I don't know if other supervisors asks students where they're supposed to be or what grade are they in. Student freshmen are supposed to be in the cafeteria. They had to eat in the cafeteria, and then sophomores and up were allowed to, but most sophomores didn't have cars yet. So we would walk to some of the local places. Bella's Pizza was around back then. I don't know what's there now. It changes like every year. I feel like it's over the past what's the little drive in the place called Beckers. Oh, I think it's is it Greeks now? Greeks. Okay, yeah. So it was Bella's Pizza, and they had a lunch special. I don't think I ever had Bella's Pizza, but that was a long time ago. I don't know. I don't know if you can find Bella's Pizza. You get a slice of pizza and I think a breadstick for like $5 or something. So that was everyone's favorite place sophomore year. And then junior year, I think I got my car about halfway through the year, so I was really excited to drive myself to lunch. I usually walk to Subway. I usually walk there. I'm gonna get a car. I'm actually still scared. I'm actually still scared of driving. So yeah, I gotta be honest with you. Um, Yeah, I'm still scared of driving actually. Um yeah, I just get I'm still scared of driving. I don't even know how scared I'm gonna be because I have a feeling I might wreck, even though I'm actually really good at riding a bike, but about a car, I have a feeling I might wreck because of the rain and all the snow. That's gonna be I may not see very well, but I thank God I have my glasses, honestly. So, what was like the hit place to meet up at? I spent most of my time in the pub room. I wouldn't say that was a hit place to be. I don't know. I was always at school doing something. I was involved into a lot of things. So I met my friends and at different activities that were there that were we were doing something. We didn't really meet around towns because we were always doing things at the school. So who was the principal? Mr. Clark. So did you have to do a senior project? If so, what did you do? Yeah, I made a CNHS media web guide. So like I said before, it was the first year that we had gone completely online. Everything was really new. So my project was a compl- comp, compilation or compilation of how to upload and post on the website. how to crop a photo, like just a ton of how-to guides, and it took forever. It was something that got passed out to the students. I don't know if they still use it, or probably not. It probably needs to be updated or outdated at this point, or but at least the next couple years, students were using it to train the new people or on staff, or even new people who have been there as a refresher of how to do something. So that was kind of cool. So what did the yearbook look like? I have it up there, but it was really cool in my senior year. I can't remember what the other ones are, but I think the front was a college of a bunch of different students in the school. It was like blue, I think. I can't remember what the name it was, and the blue into the blue, something like that. So how many people were in the school total? I think around like 2,000, or they were about 500 per class. So what were like people wearing? What was trending? Yeah, I think flannel. I think that's still kind of the thing though, because I didn't graduate that long ago, but I remember flannel was being pretty popular, and I wanted a bunch of flannel shirts, and so I could be cool, I guess. I don't know. So, what club sports activities were you involved in? Yeah, I played volleyball my freshman and sophomore year. Then I joined the feeder group or whatever. I wasn't in the thespians troopy or troop, but I did a couple of plays with the theater and then I was on CNHS Media and a couple of different staffs. I danced outside of here at the studio in town. Yeah, and yeah, that's about it. So, what was your favorite part about being involved in like any of your school activities? Um, the interviewer asks. Yeah, I just like being involved in school and kind of having some connection to my high school experience. I try to get involved into a little bit of everything to see what I like doing and just meeting new people, learning things or learning new things. So as a whole, I just liked being involved at being at school. So what was a defining moment of your high school experience? I can't say that there was one moment. I think every year that there might have been one. But I think my entire school experience shaped who I am. Before that, I hated middle school. Yes, I hated middle school too. I hated my central middle school. That's what I hate. I never been to Northside before, so I don't know what Northside's like. I moved here in sixth grade, so I didn't know a lot of people. But in high school is where started to finally like understand who I was and what I wanted to be. So I think the entire experience was a learning experience for me. So I wouldn't say that there was one defining moment, but I really enjoyed all 4 years that I was here, and just getting to know who I was better. So, what is, in your opinion, that made your time at North unique? Is there anything that stuck out of you? I think the fact that I did like arts in the writing thing and the sports thing, I didn't like the niche myself in one kind of organization or club or anything like that. I got to be, I feel like, a more well rounded student in that way, I guess. So, from your freshman year to your senior year, how did North, like, did anything change about, would you say? I think about I was my year or my junior year or my senior year is when they did the whole entire redesign of the school. So the cafeteria was over there, and the social studies hallway was over there. Everything got moved around, and it looks a lot nicer now than it did my first couple years here. But yeah, so that was really cool, but also a huge transition period at the same time. Do you have anything else that you want to add I am very grateful for my high school experience, and I credit a lot of what I've been doing to able to accomplish afterwards in college, and the into my career from the basis of what I learned here at North. I'm just extremely grateful for the education and the experience I had here. Where did you go to college at? IU. What was your major? Journalism and education. So what did you? I know you said dancing, but what else did you enjoy doing outside of your high school activities? Man, it's only 5 years ago. It's hard to remember. I don't know. I do feel like it was always here because I was also involved, not involved, but I did a lot of took a lot of AP classes, so I was here and for calculus parties for boring things like that. And I was getting extra credit, and then I guess I did American Pie twice. That could be something. I don't know what else I did outside of school. Yeah, dance was a lot. Was a lot. I had dance classes like 3 days a week. So yeah, I took up most of my time. All right, I think that's all. Okay, thank you guys. All right, so I'll be reading Mark Oliver at part 64. Repeat. Mark Oliver. Mark Oliver. Mark Oliver. Okay? I'll be reading him at part 64. Okay, I'm gonna read like a few more assignments or so. The assignments that I've not read yet, I'll be showing you there. Okay, so I'm gonna go with um, day one, Earth Science. Day one. Hello, welcome to our Earth and Space Science digital classroom. Feel free to look around and familiarize yourself with our structure or resources. Who am I and what is this class? I am Victoria Sharman and I teach Earth and Space Science, the course you are enrolled in biology. In our Earth and Space class, we are going to learn about our planet, Earth, and the techniques and processes about that scientists have used to learn what we know about our planet. The first semester will be mostly geological. We will study the layers and movements of our planet. Next semester, we will begin to look at how wind and water circulate around our planet, and then in our fourth quarter, together, we will learn about what is beyond our planet and the techniques and processes that astronomers have used to learn what we know about space. Syllabus. Here's a is a link to our syllabus. We'll talk a few key items. Otherwise, it is your responsibility to make sure you understand the information. Other essentials, jokes, uh, uh, other essentials, jokes. The first class period of the week, Monday or Tuesday, we have the opportunity to tell jokes for the extra credit and blue tickets. If we are in person, we will do these at the beginning of the class if you are a part of a digital class, and if we end up being online again, you have happen. I have the option. You will have the option. You will have the option of uploading a video of you telling your joke to its learning. Facts. See jokes. We will do facts during our last class of a week. Thursday or Fridays. Some weeks you may have themes or your facts. I will always let you know those in advance. Supplies. There are certain supplies that we use during the school year that I often have to replace out of my personal funds. So if you bring in some of those items, I'll provide extra credit for those as well. When I was in Charmin's class, I had an A+ on her class in August before I moved to Mr. Britton's. Because we are living in a COVID-19 world, we cannot share supplies, so if possible, I would like to each of you to have colored pencils, scissors, glue stick, and handheld pencil sharpener. This is where many of our resources will be for this semester. Activities, readings, and videos, and etc. will be found throughout the tech book. You will have to sign in to Google and Discovery with your BCSE credentials. Journals. We'll keep daily journals, topics, and discussed will be broad and varied throughout the year. And we go to the only digital classroom. The journal will be how I take attendance daily, so please make sure you are keeping up with the journal. In order to set up your digital journal, so you may need to follow the following steps. Click here to open the journal format. So here's a thing that I never viewed this file. I'm gonna look at it. I'm just going to take a look at this. Answer each question as honestly as completely as you can. This allows me to get to know you, your likes, dreams, and desires. We are going to practice daily journaling. This will allow me to learn more about what you are learning and how I can support your growth. It will also allow you to see what you are learning and track your progress. Day 1, August 10th. Who are you? What do you want? Where are you from? Where are you going? Why? What pronouns do you prefer? She, her, he or him, they or them, and more. Click here to open the journal format. Click on a File tab on the toolbar. From the drop-down menu, select Make a Copy. Your copy needs to be named with your first and last name, journal, or science. Example, Victoria Sharman, Journal or Science. Once you have created your journal and named it as described above, navigate to its learning and find the daily journal assignment. You need to add your journal link to the assignment and submit that assignment. Once you have added it, every day when you add it to your journal, I will be allowed to see it. This will be an ongoing assignment. I will do periodic journal checks and will be factored into your overall semester grade. If we go completely online at any point, this will function as daily attendance. If you need help adding it to your assignment submission, let me know. Some classroom rules. Rules to discuss. Be a learner, not a finisher. This year, more than any other year, you are going to have your own dedication, especially if we end up back completely online. There will be ways for you to get around its learning that if that is what you decide to do. However, we are here for the semester. This topic can be interesting. You might as well learn something while you are here. Have a vision, dream big, like I explained it in the other parts, if I can remember it. High school is largely where you set the tone for the rest of your life. Don't waste the time and opportunity. Just think about what realities you'd like to see in your life in the future, and let's start working toward those now. Pardon me. Own our classroom culture. Help each other. We are all in this together. The more successful each one of us is, the more successful we can all be. All right, so if you guys have any questions, just let me know, and I'll be answered to help you, or to help you right away. All right, see you guys in part 64, and I'll be reading Mark Oliver.